Hello, Synthetics. Welcome to Fragrance Therapy. I'm your host, Alam. Now, I regularly check Joma Shop, Fragflex, Perfume Box, Beauty House to see if there's any new releases. I just go in there and I filter by men's fragrances or unisex fragrances, and then I just do new arrivals. So today, when I went into Joma Shop, what do I see? There's a brand new Haramain Amber Oud fragrance called Smell Dubai. Now, I know that the name is kind of cringy, but I thought that maybe it's an older release. Maybe it's something that I missed. But I did a ranking video of the entire Haramain line. I'll put the link on the screen somewhere. So it's very unlikely that I missed a fragrance from that line. Then I thought maybe it was part of that weird Amber Oud exclusive line that was released a couple of years ago. It turned out that those fragrances were from Orientica, which is a sister company of Haramain. And the packaging, everything looked the same, but it didn't say Haramain anywhere. All it said was Amber Oud exclusive, and then they had some, like, I believe there was blue exclusive, there was sport version, I'll put them on the screen. But since then, Orientica has rebranded a lot of those fragrances. I have a couple of them. For example, they rebranded the exclusive Oud, the blue version, which is a latent clone, and now it looks like this. So if you ever see this fragrance, it's actually now sold as this fragrance. So it definitely wasn't from that line. When I looked at the picture, it definitely said Haramain Amber Oud and it said Smell Dubai. So naturally, I ordered it right away. But in true Joma Shop fashion, we're not going to get it for 1 or 2 weeks. That's what it ships by. That got me thinking, is there any other releases that I don't know of? Because Haramain has been kind of quiet this last year. I think their last big release was Aqua Dubai, which is this one. I believe this was the last one. And since then, nothing, even at Beauty World, there was nothing announced. Then all of a sudden we see this. So then I jumped on Haramain's website and I found something interesting. There's not just one. There's actually, I think, a total of 5 new fragrances. So I thought, why not try something different for my channel? Let's discover them together. So I have not looked up any of these fragrance notes, even the one I already ordered. By the way, that one, there's a tester available for $44. If you're interested, you can pick that up before that sells out. But that's the only one Joma Shop had. It didn't have any of the releases. Another thing that's very interesting is when I went to Haramain's website and I chose the location as US, these fragrances didn't show up. Then I went into incognito mode and I refreshed the page, and then they showed up on their traditional website. Even though it's posted as dollars, they might be only available in the Dubai or in the Middle East at this point. So I'm currently on the US site, and as you can see, there's nothing here for the new releases that have Amber Oud. They actually only have this old one. When I went in incognito mode and went back in, I did see the Amber Oud Smell Dubai, the one that I ordered. So let's check out the notes and see if we can figure out what it is. So looking at the notes, we have iris, vervain, which I'm not actually sure what that is, lavender and bergamot on top. In the mid, we have violet leaf, Tunisian orange blossom, very common, myself DNA, jasmine, sambac, and orchid. Then we have in the base, we have ambergris, sandalwood, Madagascar vanilla, tonka bean, and vetiver. So looking at the notes, nothing really jumps out at me. It's kind of interesting. Iris forward in the beginning, along with some citruses, lots of florals in the mid, and then some muskiness and some woodiness and some earthiness, along with the vanilla and tonka bean sweetness in the base. Looking at it, nothing really is jumping out at me. Let me know in the comments if you know what this is. There's nothing else online, so we'll just have to see when we get it in. But that's the first one. There's also 4 more. So let's quickly go through them and see if we can figure out if they're clones of anything or if they're new creations. So the first one we'll look at is Amber Oud Future Dubai. The Smell Dubai has the most generic looking bottle, but these have some interesting, I believe on this bottle, it's the Vision Museum that they have in Dubai. And let's take a look at the notes of this one. So on top you get mango, bergamot, mandarin, and plum. In the mid, you get orange blossom, pink lotus, styrax, which is a type of amber. And then the base, we get musk, moss, and patchouli. Automatically, when you see mango, you're thinking God of Fire dupe. Let's put up God of Fire notes and see how they compare. It might be a twist on that DNA. Let's see. So looking at the notes side by side, they both have mango. They both have some citrus. In God of Fire, they have lemon. They have bergamot in this one. No berries or ginger on top, so it looks like the top is more fruity in the Haramain. You do get some florals. You get some resins. In the original, you get cypriol oil. In this one, you get patchouli. It looks to me, this one looks like it could be a take on God of Fire. We'll have to see, obviously, when these come in. I'll order them and we'll see if they're one-to-one clones or if they twist on that DNA. Haramain looks a little bit late to the God of Fire party, but let's see if they bring some twist or something interesting or really powerful performance, because these are extrait de parfum. I believe all of them are extrait except for Smell Dubai. The next one is called Imagine Dubai. First thing my brain goes to is imagination, but that can't be the case because Aqua Dubai is already Imagination clone. Let's see if we open the notes and see if we can figure it out. So the top notes include neroli, bergamot, pink pepper, and coriander. In the mid, orange blossom again, honeysuckle, jasmine, iris, marshmallow, rose. In the base, we get sugar, vanilla, caramel, musk, civet, and labdanum, so some resins. This one looks like a floral gourmand. Again, nothing is jumping out at me as to what this might be. We'll have to smell it when it comes in. But neroli and orange blossom give it a very clean, soapy vibe. But then there's tons of sweetness here. Marshmallow, sugar, vanilla, caramel, and also some musky and resinous notes. So this one looks interesting. Again, let me know in the comments if you can figure out what these might be cloning. Could be something like a gourmand take on myself, but who knows until I get it in hand. But we'll have to see. Looks like an interesting one though. The next one, it says Amber Oud Gold Luxe Edition. Now, anything that is Amber Oud Gold is typically a Herba Pura clone. Like we have the Gold Edition, Gold Extreme Edition, Gold 99.9 or something like that. They're all takes on Herba Pura. So I'm interested to see if this one follows that trend. So not at all. This one on top has bitter almond, saffron. In the mid, you get Egyptian jasmine, cedarwood. In the base, you get some ambergris, wood, and musk. So it looks like a spicy, floral, and woody fragrance with a little bit of musk. Whenever I see bitter almond, the first thing that my mind goes to is Pegasus. So let's take a look at the notes of Pegasus. It probably is not that, but I don't know, it's just something that my mind goes to, and let's compare the notes. So there is a little bit crossover. They both have some ambers, they both have woods, they have some spices, though the spices are completely different. One goes with saffron, which gives it that metallic note, and the other one goes with cumin. But there is some crossover. There's some florals in both. There's bitter almond. I'll say I'm not the biggest fan of Pegasus. It actually smells like a burnt rubber to me. Hopefully this is not that. It gives, if it is a Pegasus clone, maybe it's something different, a twist on it. We'll have to wait and see. And the last one is called Haramain Amber Oud Sports, another extrait de parfum. So this is interesting. The title says Amber Oud Sports, but when you look at the bottle, it says Gold Mine. Now this makes more sense. It's a Amber Oud Gold flanker. This does fall more in line with the Herba Pura DNA, though with a green twist. Bergamot, green notes up top. In the mid, you get melon, sweet notes, which is very typical of this Amber Oud Gold line. Pineapple, ambers, and cedarwood. In the base, you get musk, vanilla, woody notes, and resins with myrrh. So this one is the one that feels like it is a flanker to the original Amber Oud Gold. This will be interesting how they bring a twist. It looks like it's a more green version. Let's actually take a look at the notes of the original gold to see how they compare. So this one has bergamot, also has green notes, so it might not actually be a green twist. Same thing, melon, pineapple, gourmand accords. That one says sweet accords. So I have no idea what the twist could be for this one. It looks like they have a lot of crossover. We'll have to wait and see with this one as well. But this one does definitely look like it's more in line with the original Amber Oud Gold. Now this is going to be like the 4th or 5th gold. This is like their bell cow that they keep milking. We had Gold Edition, like I mentioned. We had the Extreme Gold Edition, 99.9 gold. Then I think Private Edition was also another take on that. There might be another one or two. Who knows? They need to bring something different with this release. Otherwise, it's just going to be a dud. The gold line is for Haramain Amber Oud, as the Club de Nuit Intenseman line is for Armoff. They just keep milking those fragrances. In this case, the Herba Pura DNA. In that case, of course, the Creed Aventus DNA. And look, I already ordered the one on Joma Shop. Hopefully it'll come soon. I'll do a full review of that one when it comes in. As soon as these other ones pop up. I love you guys, but I'm not spending $108 to $110 on any of these fragrances. I'll wait till they hit discounters and I'll order them. We'll see. If they come in one at a time, I'll do individual reviews. If they come in at bulk, I'll do a pick or pass video or something like that. We'll have to wait and see. So I know this is not my typical type of video. I thought it would be fun. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it and if you'd like to see some more of this type of stuff. Now, Haramain does release other stuff, but this is the only line, the Amber Oud line, that really gets any hype nowadays. So hopefully releasing some of these will bring some of that back, because I don't believe, unless this came out last year, I don't even remember. I don't believe they had any releases last year. So they were due. I just wasn't expecting 5. So there you have it, folks. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I really need your support so we can keep growing this channel. I can keep purchasing these fragrances to bring them to you. And as always, stay tuned for honest fragrance content. Until next time, I'm out.